Hi folks, happy Valentine's Day. We're obviously at a remote location. This is some property my younger son would like to buy. He wants to build a home and that'll be on top. And he wants to plant walnut trees and have a farm. So, walnut trees. And on the property, you guys could see, there's a couple of interesting buildings. This one's interesting because it's made out of doors. Right, got a tree stand here. I'm going to try not to step on it now. You guys can see all the doors. An old camping stove or lantern. Somebody built up a stove. It's frozen to the ground. Right. I guess they tried to have somewhat of a greenhouse here. I guess they somewhat lived in here. What do you guys think? Guy left his jacket behind. Mattress. I guess the last time somebody's been here, 1994. Newspaper. See if there's any kind of date on it. Stallone in Hotel. Free Spending Daniel Boone. Looks like a National Enquirer. Magazine. Harvey's going to try not to get hurt. High Times. God. Stuff is old. High Times, Mother's Day. Old plate. Smoke detector. At least they were safety. Concerned about safety. Italian cheesecake. So, I guess that's where he sat. I'll scream like a girl when a mouse jumps out. And this was his sunroom. This is the second building. I'm wondering if I should clip this Italian cheesecake plate. It's interesting. I think it says homemade Italian cheesecake on it. This is the stuff they dumped out of that toolbox. Yeah, so anyway, this is a piece of property my son's looking at. The story he's been told is it belonged to a family for quite a while. And they used to kind of come up here and kind of use the property as a retreat. I guess they kind of quasi-camp out on it. And then they stopped using it, you know. A lot of times kids grow up, go off to college, you know, parents get older, don't want to walk up and down these big hills. So they, you know, years go by and nobody shows up at the retreat property. Then after it's in vacant for a while. This is the second container of this racing fuel. My son was a little concerned that the ground might be contaminated or something. This is the second building, kind of a hobo camp. I guess you can still light that up and warm your hands a little bit. Keys to the mansion. Got some tea bags. Silverware on the floor. You can see mice, rodents, whatever. Propane powered heater trying to stay a little warm. Teddy bear. Somebody abandoned their teddy bear. Pager. Old technology. You think they had mice? There's a pipe that goes out back there, but I don't see any toilet facility. I'm quite sure why you would have a pipe. I mean, this is the makings for that wood stove. I guess that's probably where it went, to the ceiling and out. And this was built, somewhat to code. Ooh, guy had big feet. Probably about a size 12. Well, not too big, I guess. Yeah. A lot of times, once again, people, you kind of get, as a family, you kind of get involved in this kind of stuff, Oh, family retreat, this is where we're going to spend the weekends. And you put a bunch of time in, I don't know, today's money to build this. I mean, it's a flake-board wonder. It's nothing great. But still, with today's money, you'd probably still tie up the major part of $5,000 with this, right? Between the steel roofing, a few sheets of sheetrock, the flake board. It is 2x4 construction. Oh, look at this. They left money behind. A lot of times, if you go through the trouble of looking at the newer pennies, you could kind of get an idea what the date is. And it'd be great if I can see the date. And to tell you, 1990. So on that newer penny, the date's 1990. So it kind of gives you an idea. There really hasn't been anybody floating around here for the last 20 years. I don't know, do you guys like looking at old hobo camps? The teddy bear on the bed had my son a little bit freaked out. He was thinking somebody was bringing children up here and abusing them or something. Number 160. Just quickly. gully. That's what it looks like. There's an extension cord, so some kind of power. If I had to guess, well, forget about guessing. 1, 2, 3. 3 is 12. This is about 14 by 14, I guess. You guys could see the view. I did see some tracks for deer. You guys could see what he did for the foundation. I guess he had himself a little ladder rack to get up. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this is 12 by 12 shack, propane. If I had to guess, this was all hand dug down. Yeah, here's the racing fuel. Here's the shack. There's a pile of windows over here. Right, you know the big plan. Oh, I'm going to use those windows to build solar heating when it doesn't happen. Just going to get a little more distance and I'll show it to you again. And there's the one down there. I mean, he's got from a getting up and down here point of view, I really don't know if he could. Obviously an all-terrain vehicle could get up and down. You guys could see the gully. You know, since I lost weight, it's a hell of a lot easier to do this hiking around in the woods. Right? You can hear I'm not crazy panting or anything. Alright, my hand's getting very cold. I'm hanging on to the camera. It's about, you can tell by the sound of the snow, the way it's creaking like styrofoam. It's probably about 10 degrees. There's would be one of his neighbors. You have another neighbor over there. Yeah, this gully's all washed out. They probably, at some point, got a truck down here to bring all that crap down. Might have only been a 4-wheel drive pickup truck. Anyway, folks, I want to thank you all for watching.